Welcome to all my dear students. Another day of learning of automobile for the next classes, that is servo power brake. In the previous classes, I already discussed about the air brake, but now I am going to discuss about the servo brake or the power brake. So what do you mean by first servo or the power brake? The brake servo reduces the forces that you need to apply the pedal when braking effect takes place. That means what? Servo or power brake means why the name is suggested this power brake or servo brake. Same thing. Servo or power, the same thing. Don't confuse about it. Means the effort of the driver, the effort of yours during the application of the brake is very, very less comparable with the previous brakes that we already get discussed in our continuing classes of automobile, the braking system. In the power brakes means why commonly it is regarded as power. Power means what? We generally think that this power brake means much amount of more power required. No, power brake means it helps us to reduce our power or save our power by the application of the braking system. We need to apply only very little forces for which the braking system also considered to be as very successfully or applied in the brakes during the times of braking system. That's why it is known as power brake. At the previous classes, all the brake system that we already get discussed in that part, what's happened, we provide or we gives much amount of more power or human power externally we are given to the brake. Okay, at that times what happened, the driver have to push the brake rod or the push rod is very highly, the brake will be get inserted or brake will engage in it. But now in this type of power brake or servo brake which develop, the main purpose or content is that very less effort we are going to successfully engage the braking system in the automobile. Next, the brake servo reduces the force that you need to apply pedal when the braking system takes place. Where the negative pressure in the engine intake manifold. Remember, what do you mean by negative pressure? What is negative pressure? Negative pressure or positive pressure does not mean about something different thing. Very simple thing. Only the positive sign and negative sign is given is that when the amount of air is intake into the cylinder, okay, into the cylinder, okay, at that time it is said to be positive. When the amount of air out from the system is called as negative. Okay, let us take a system from where the air input into the system is known as positive pressure. When the air get out from the system is known as negative pressure. So here what happens, there is a manifold. First of all, the air the comes and the store in the manifold at the previous part, and in that type of air what happened, the outermost air by means of air filter, it comes inside the manifold. That means what? Inside the manifold means it becomes the positive air, but the air which is drawn into the cylinder from the manifold, that means from the manifold air is out and get driven into the or get flow into the cylinder during the time of the braking system. That's why the air is got out of the manifold. It is known as negative pressure in the intake manifold. Now used in the achieve this, the both pneumatic and hydraulic system is applying it. Both pneumatic and hydraulic means what? Pneumatic means air system is there, certain air system is working over it, and certain hydraulic or fluid system working on it. Air also considered to be as a fluid. In previously we discussed about only fluid system. Only fluid system is only pneumatic system. But now only both hydraulic and both pneumatic system play role in this type of power brake system. Then in car, or once the pedal is pressed, rod is pushed out the housing, the containing two springs, and the air filter begins to float one side of the servo, which is separated by two sections of diaphragm. That means what is the simple working principle of this? Simple working principle of this is that when the vehicle driver is push the brake pedal, at that time the diaphragm which is get connected and just separated by means of the vacuum chambers and the air chamber, which I will be discussed in the next part by means of schematic diagram. But now the simple working principle is that when the driver press the pedal, at that time the air is intake inside the diaphragm cylinder or the muscle cylinder, and that cylinder containing the both one is vacuum side, one is positive pressure side. That pressure differences push the diaphragm forwarded, generate the pressure inside the master cylinder containing the liquid or hydraulic at that time. So from master cylinder, the fluid gets start moving towards the braking part by means of different type of linkage for which the brake is engaged. That means what? Certain part working as pneumatic, means the vacuum chamber is created, the pressure difference is created at that time pressing of the brake rod or brake pedal, that is known as pneumatic system. The certain part is pneumatic system. Then when there is a pressure differences and diaphragm push forwarded and the master cylinder containing the cylinder, it give pressure to the flow of the fluid and it passes through different type of lining of the arrangement towards the brake drum to engage of the brake. It is known as hydraulic system. Now both the connectivity of pneumatic system and as well as the hydraulic system is known as the power brake system we generated. The brake booster is present in the power brake system. The main use of the brake boost system is that the effort of the force is reduces by and the braking system is very increases with comparable with the any other forces that we discussed before. Okay, the force applied on the foot pedal will be reduces with comparable other and the braking system on the wheel effectively very much higher. This is the main objective of power brake system and the simple working structure of the power brake system. Next, the schematic diagram. This is the completely phenomenon of the power brake system. This is known as the schematic diagram of power brake system. How the power brake system is arranged, what are the different components are in it. First of all, in this, there is a brake pedal or the brake linkage. First, this is the brake pedal or a brake linkage because the braking system started from this part only. Okay. Then, when the driver push the brake, okay, when the driver push the brake pedal, at that time the linkage move forwarded. Okay, next what happened, this air enters through the filter. This air is this is a single cylinder are there, this is one of the filter is there, the air is enter inside the system or braking system or inside the cylinder by means of this air filter, because the air filter is used for the removal of the dot or impurities particle from it. Next is poppet valve seat follow poppet and closes automatically until the brake pedal is moved forward. This is known as poppet valve. Poppet valve means what? The word poppet is coming from the English literature word. Poppet means immediately when it is come to original position by means of after the applications of certain system or generation of the part of the application part. Means if something is happened, then again come to original position, it come original position by means of elon. Poppet valve means when you press the brake pedal, at that time it's open automatically. When you release the brake pedal, it also come to back to the original position by means of closes the completely system. It automatically it can able to open and close the system by means of application of the force on the brake pedal. Next is there is a poppet valve soon open air pressure into the chamber. And this system is when the brake is pressed, the red arrow mark is just in the inside, the air is drawn into the cylinder. Okay, when air is drawn into the cylinder, in this in this chamber, the blue chamber, the red arrow mark means the outermost air by means of air filter, and poppet valve is open during that time. At that time it just rushes inside it in this chamber. Okay, in this chamber containing the air inside it. Okay, next this yellow color is diaphragm. This one known as is diaphragm. Okay, this is known as the diaphragm and this is known as brake booster chamber contain constant vacuum. Here there is no air. If there is no air, there is a vacuum. Okay, by means of arrangement. Okay, by means of this piston is pushed by atomic pressure adding force to pedal force means what? Another is this yellow color or this type of black color present is the black arrow mark is indicated is moved forward. This is known as diaphragm ensure the airtight seal. That means what? This completely is the diaphragm. It is a separation between the vacuum chamber and the air containing from the outermost. Now it is a positive air or it is a negative type of air and containing inside is a positive air now. By means of here we have a vacuum chamber. Next what happened when you push the pedal at that time, what's happened by means of more amount of forces, this diagram push forwarded. Here there is a pressure difference takes place. One side there is a vacuum, another side is there is the air. That means pressure difference takes place. In the pressure difference what happened? The high pressure air wants to move towards the low pressure area, and here the vacuum is the low pressure area and here is the high pressure area. So the piston complete the piston chamber or the piston plot or the piston complete the diaphragm part, it just move forward. This is known as piston is pushed by atmospheric pressure adding the force to the pedal. That means this piston completely cylinder is connected in it, it just move forward by means of pressure differences, as a high pressure from area to the low pressure area. So what happens when it's moved forward, at that time this primary piston hydraulic push rod also move forward. This is known as spring. Piston return spring resist vacuum. Piston return spring function is what? After the application of force, it just place the completely piston into its original position. But now it is not original position, it just move forwarded. The spring is get pressed by storing the energy of the piston. Then what happened? This is the master cylinder cap. This is the hydraulic push rod. Okay, one is primary brake circuit. It is the integrated circuit or electronic circuit. What happened? First of all, the air means the fluid is just from the master cylinder run toward the primary hydraulic push rod and from the secondary piston circuit cylinder. And this is not a completely master cylinder reservoir, or this is master cylinder or master cylinder reservoir containing the brake fluid. Completely master cylinder containing the brake fluid, containing primary braking system and secondary braking system. Why there is both primary and secondary? If one it failed, if one not able to work properly certain thing, then secondary system also work. The brake failure in the power brake system is very less chance with comparable with in other chance, because in other chance there is no primary or secondary system of the braking system, or there other brake circuit are there. You can say simply one is a primary, another one is standby system for the braking. This is generally given due to what? This is generally given due to the containing the failure system, means to resist the failure system, to overcome the failure system of the brake. Next is this black color tube is provided to maintain a vacuum in the vacuum chamber. This is the complete schematic diagram of the पावर ब्रेक. तो हाउ इट इज वर्क, सिंपली हाउ इट इज वर्क. पहले क्या होता है ना, पहले यहाँ पे ब्रेक पेडल को पुश करना है. पुश करने के बाद बाहर की जो एयर है वो इनसाइड इसके अंदर आएगा. जो डॉट पार्टिकल है इसके अंदर वो फिल्टर हो जाएगा. फिल्टर होने के बाद पॉपेट वाल्व यहाँ पे है वो ऑटोमेटिकली ओपन होगा. ओपन होने के बाद यहाँ पे एक चैम्बर है, पिस्टन रॉड है. अनदर साइड में प्रेशर डेवलप होगा और अनदर साइड में वैक्यूम पहले से था जो कि मेंटेन होके रहा था. उसके बाद जो पिस्टन स्प्रिंग में अरेंज होके रहा है वो पिस्टन आगे पुश होगा ड्यू टू द मैक्सिमम प्रेशर. सो फर्स्ट व्हाट हैपेंड, द पिस्टन हाइड्रोलिक रॉड, पिस्टन रॉड आल्सो मूव फॉरवर्ड कंप्लीटली कंटेनिंग द मास्टर सिलेंडर. मास्टर सिलेंडर कंटेन क्या करता है, फ्लूइड होता है. फ्लूइड सेकेंडरी और प्राइमरी फ्लूइड ब्रेकिंग सिस्टम से वो व्हीकल के ब्रेक ड्रम के तरफ जाता है और ब्रेकिंग सिस्टम एंगेज होता है. आफ्टर दैट व्हेन यू रिलीज द ब्रेक पेडल एट दैट टाइम, उसके बाद क्या होता है जब तुम डिसएंगेज करोगे एट दैट टाइम क्या होता है ना, ये सारे सिस्टम फिर से अपने ऑटोमेटिक ओरिजिनल पोजीशन में आ जाते हैं. फ्लूइड फिर से वापस सिलेंडर को आता है. उसके बाद ये जो पिस्टन है वो अपने ओरिजिनल पोजीशन में आता है. स्प्रिंग रिलैक्स हो जाता है, तो एनर्जी में स्टोर होकर था वो रिलीज हो जाता है. आफ्टर दैट द ब्रेक पेडल गेट रिलीज्ड, all the things come to the original position. Simply is that when you press the brake pedal, at that time the puppet valve is open, it got moved towards the maximum pressure side. Vacuum side is always maintained in the inside the chamber. So due to the pressure differences, it moved toward the forward from the high pressure to low pressure area. Spring the store the energy. For the hydraulic push rod move forward, the master cylinder getting the pressure. For that the fluid is moved forward towards the secondary and primary brake circuit, toward the brake drum, and the brake is engaged. After when brake is does not engage or disengage, it all comes to the original position. This is completely symmetry diagram of the power brake system. Next is the power brake system. What happened, the fluid reservoir master cylinder is a clean fluid, booster is there, the brake booster, master cylinder, all is flow inside it. Anti braking lock system, in the next classes I will study about, give the information about it. During the time of braking, the vehicle gets stopped, or when it is released, the vehicle is moved forwarded. You are able to watch it again. The fluid reservoir, clean fluid, booster is there. First of all, vehicle is engaged the brake. When there is brake is engaged, the fluid is get passed from the master cylinder into the brake system, and it is engaged, and the brake wheel drum gets stop over here. When it is released, at that time what happened? It is moved to the original position. Last time just what, because it's very short video, but having not lot more time, so 3 times I want to be played to get understand very easily. Anti-lock braking system I will discuss in the next class. It is arranged in this system where it is not there in this power brake system chapter. In the next classes, further classes, I will discuss details about the anti-lock braking system. What are the advantages and disadvantages of the power brake system? The advantage of the power brake system is already said that the effort of the brake system is very, very less. The power brake provides better stopping power and the shorter stopping distance than manual brake system due to the increase in reliability. I already told during the starting of the class of the power brake system. The effort of the braking system or driver is very less. The braking system in the brake wheel or the effective braking system is very much high, but the driver braking effort is very much less. You can able to store for energy with compared to other brake system. They also provide better control braking system performances, which make them be safer overall the all manual system. We are containing both primary system and the secondary system braking unity. For that purposes, very less negligible chances are there for the failure of the braking system in power brake. If the power brake fails, you can say it is unfortunate. Otherwise, the completely system is arranged or designed in such a way that the power brake system is 99% not possible to break or any failure during the time of the vehicle running. Next is disadvantages is a require more maintenance as power brake system containing both pneumatic and hydraulic both the system. So the complex design and another thing is maintenance cost is very much high and installation cost also very much high and more complex in design part and regular inspection also you have to take it into it considered. And the last is that is it is complexity in the braking system is compared to all the braking system. तीन चीज यहाँ पे है complexity है design में इंस्टॉलेशन कॉस्ट ज़्यादा है और ओवरऑल कॉस्ट जो है वो सबसे ज़्यादा है. तो ये जो डिसएडवांटेज है या लिमिटेशन है वी कैन एबल टू ओवरकम दिस टाइप ऑफ लिमिटेशन बिकॉज इट इज नॉट टाइप ऑफ दैट लिमिटेशन वी नेवर overcome that because if you want to get certain better braking system or better system in our vehicle we should have to be negligible or we never have to be think about the economic condition or the maintenance cost of the vehicle because power brake system is one of the most suitable and safest braking system comparable with any other system today in the modern vehicle in the larger vehicle like trucks like trolleys or in the sports cars or sports vehicles or any luxurious cars that we are just looking in the market they all containing the assembly of the power brake system and also not only power brake system there is a power steering system also there which is not in the course in braking system and further in the courses here there which is I will discuss in the next further classes. So up to 8 is very thank you for the classes. In the further classes next classes I will going to discuss about the vacuum brake system. In the next class I will going to discuss vacuum brake system. Up to 8 stay tuned for my next video. Thank you very much.